the holy martyr Paraskevi of Rome, January 19th. A young woman, born to devout parents, dedicates her life to Christ and faces execution for her steadfast confession during Roman persecution. A heads up in the spirit of transparency. Please be advised that this content may include martyrdom, torture, physical violence, and execution. In the city of Rome, during the 2nd century, in the time of Emperor Antoninus Pius, lived devout Christians named Agathon and Polychronia. They had no children, and they prayed to God with fervor, asking for an heir. God heard their prayers, and they were granted a daughter. She was born on a Friday, and for this reason they named her Paraskevi, which means preparation or Friday in Greek. From her earliest years, Paraskevi showed a disposition towards piety. Her parents raised her in the Christian faith, teaching her the Holy Scriptures and the commandments of God. She grew in wisdom and grace, dedicating herself to prayer and the study of divine teachings. She would often withdraw from worldly amusements, preferring solitude and communion with God. When Paraskevi reached the age of 20, her parents reposed in the Lord. She inherited their substantial wealth. Instead of keeping the riches for herself, Paraskevi distributed her entire inheritance to the poor, the sick, and those who suffered in prison. She established a community for young women, where she taught them the Christian faith and the principles of a virtuous life. She herself embraced an ascetic life, living in simplicity and offering herself fully to the service of Christ. Paraskevi traveled among the towns and villages, preaching the gospel of Christ to those who had not heard it. Her words were direct, and many people turned from the worship of idols to the one true God. This activity did not escape the notice of the Roman authorities. During a period of persecution against Christians, she was arrested and brought before Governor Asclepius. Asclepius questioned her, demanding to know her name and her faith. Paraskevi declared her name and confessed without hesitation that she was a Christian. The governor urged her to renounce Christ and offer sacrifice to the idols, promising her honors and riches if she complied. Paraskevi stood firm. She refused to deny her Lord, stating that she would rather endure any suffering than abandon her faith. Enraged by her steadfastness, Asclepius ordered that Paraskevi be subjected to torture. Soldiers beat her with rods, then they suspended her by her hair and tore at her body with iron claws. Throughout these torments, Paraskevi endured, offering prayers to God. The governor, seeing her resolve, then commanded that a cauldron of boiling pitch and oil be prepared. He ordered her to be thrown into it. Paraskevi was cast into the seething liquid. By the grace of God, the boiling substance did not harm her. She remained unharmed within the cauldron. Asclepius, disbelieving, approached the cauldron and accused her of using sorcery. Paraskevi, still within the pitch, took some of the liquid and threw it towards the governor. The hot pitch struck him in the face, blinding him instantly. Asclepius cried out in pain and fear. He pleaded with Paraskevi, saying, "Have mercy on me, servant of the true God." Paraskevi, seeing his repentance, prayed to God. Immediately, Asclepius' sight was restored. Witnessing this miracle, Asclepius confessed Christ and released Paraskevi from further torment. He became a believer and lived a life of repentance. However, the persecution continued in other regions. Paraskevi traveled to other cities, continuing her mission of preaching. She was again arrested and brought before other governors, including Tarasius and Lupus. Each time, she faced trials and tortures for her confession of Christ. In each instance, she remained unwavering, enduring scourging, imprisonment, and other cruelties. She performed other miracles by the power of God, converting many to the Christian faith. Finally, in a city under the authority of Governor Lupus, Paraskevi was once more condemned for her refusal to sacrifice to the pagan gods. After enduring further torments, she was led to a place of execution. There she knelt and offered her final prayers to God. The executioner then struck her with a sword, and she received the crown of martyrdom. Her holy body was honorably interred by the Christians, who remembered her steadfast witness and her love for Christ. Her memory is celebrated by the Church, a testament to her unwavering faith.